Okay, cool. Hello and welcome to another episode of Four Eyes Academia. Today we are joined by Ponle.
Yo.
Prime.
Yo.
And we have a guest in Timmy.
Yo, what's going on?
So how you guys been finding this week before launch, PlayStation launch?
I just need my PS5. I found that. I just want it now. Already.
I get you. You got a pre-order?
Yeah, I got a pre-order. Yeah, I had it secured.
yeah, bro. Yeah. We ain't lacking, bro. We pre-ordered ours back in July.
Yeah, we put we registered interest on we use Shop2 usually, so we registered all the way back in July. So when it came to when they were actually finally doing the pre-orders, we got an email saying they guaranteed us for
yeah, bro,
day one. So I was all calm. The whole pre-order
had no palaver. I even got one from Amazon.
I got one from Amazon as well. I just went onto Amazon just randomly. I thought, let me check Amazon. I had no issues getting onto Amazon on the site. Managed to pre-order a PS5 in there as well. No issues at all.
Bro,
I'm rattled right now. My head is very hot because I was hitting refresh on that page severely. Nothing.
I did not do refresh
Argus, Amazon.
I think the first thing we have to talk about basically is
the sham
pre-order.
The shambles because
mess.
Yeah, we should. Because Sony didn't. They said they were going to give everyone enough time to let them know when the pre-orders would be released, but the pre-orders just came out the blue. They knew the release date. The next, all sites like Amazon, Currys, Game, etc. just started the pre-orders almost was in the next day, but there was no warning. There was no pre-warning. So
I mean, technically they did. In that stream, they said pre-order start this day, launch is this day, and they said whatever. Now, obviously, most other sites had registered interest, so that's where Shop2 kind of went ahead for me. Amazon didn't, Argos didn't, Smythe's didn't. Do you know what I mean? It's like most of the kind of toy stores that you would go to where you kind of cop a game from, there was no pre-interest, and I think that's where probably Shop2 did better than most, and I think that's where Sony didn't really kind of give the foresight to retailers to do.
Yeah, I was annoyed because I only found out about Shop2 recently. I think it was Chris that told me about it actually. If it was for that, I would have done the same, registered interest in that. But I've just always used Amazon for all of my launches. There's not going to be any drama, and I missed the window. Fuming.
Nah,
because it was on a work day, innit? I swear.
It was. And it was like 9 o'clock, I remember, because I think I was in the group chat with these lot, and I was like, oh, it's on Amazon as well. And I flung the link in there, because I'd already caught mine, because obviously safety first, and then I showed it.
And then I think I may have just clicked and went on Amazon, then next thing, I just said, wait, I can pre-order one. I just clicked, pre-order, put basket, done. I was like...
It was poor timing, man. And I think the worst bit about it was the allocation of pre-orders, because you had one massive pre-order rush and then another smaller one a couple of days after, and then that was it. There's no option. I mean, that's been it. They haven't been very vocal about what's going on. I know Game have said on the 19th they're going to be doing pre-orders, and I'm sure a lot of people will be pre-ordering on that day.
That's what they've done in the States, isn't it? Like on launch day, everyone's done incremental bits of release. Like I've been following Walmart over there. It looks like a mess. Like they're going out of stock every 30 seconds and stuff. So,
bots.
I don't know.
It's a
My
lot.
Expectation is low.
I get it. I think on both sides, it's both obviously Sony's fault and a lot of retailers' faults, because there was no queuing process. It was just kind of refresh that page and hit there as soon as you do you know what I mean? Many people knew that these consoles, especially PlayStation, was probably going to be the one that was touted to probably have the biggest rush initially. And I think Sony were unfortunately forced to act quicker than they're scheduled because of Xbox. Xbox would just say you bro, let's swing it out, and they just get some throwing haymakers, just get on punching them, bam, bam, saying we got fight back. That's what it was, fight back, nigga, fight back.
It was literally that. It was literally that, man.
But Xbox at least gave I think it was 8 a.m.
Yeah, they actually did
at the same time.
Yeah, they had theirs a bit more patterned, their pre-orders. They said, pre-orders will go live from the 22nd from this time, and then it happened. So it was legit. It was more structured, their pre-order system. So yeah, that's where Sony kind of fumbled with that.
I also think it's quite weird that a lot of these kind of like smaller, like kind of like distributors, like Gamer Chic, for example, like thought they were going to get excess like stock, because every retailer knew that we were going to get limited stock, and that was said from the jump. So then suddenly Gamer Chic like, yeah, we're expecting a great stock, and they put like 10. So
the Gamer Chic thing was so confusing because I don't know how allocation was done for that. I don't know why you'd think you'd have so much more stock.
It's true. Yeah, I didn't know why.
And you're willing to put out pre-orders for. Like it was a complete mess,
bro. It doesn't make
everyone
sense.
Everyone I know that's ordered from Gamer Chic, only one person's pre-order stayed, and that person. And the thing is, it wasn't even done on like a time to time basis. He pre-ordered later than a lot of other people did, and the people who pre-ordered before him had their orders cancelled. And I'm saying that, but I still don't know if these people are going to get their orders come through. Do you know what I mean? Right now, I'd be very surprised, if they were to get a console on launch day. But we'll see how it goes, man.
Yeah.
Will be a lot of ruined Christmases this year, boy.
A lot, and a lot of. You seen the reselling?
Oh, yeah, the reselling. I was literally just looking at. I was looking at it just before the before this pod.
Before we started recording, yeah.
Yeah, I was looking. I was seeing prices like a bag, etc. on eBay.
A bag is £1,000 for those.
Those commoners.
For those that don't know, a bag is 1,000. So I was seeing like £1,000 plus for. I saw £1,000 for a digital PS5. I see like 1,200 for disc version, etc. And I'm thinking, nah, these scalpers are taking the mick. But I'm just like, and the thing is, I think some people actually buy because they're desperate to get it for Christmas for like maybe kids, etc.
A bag? So, I'm sorry, £1,000 for my kid. My kid can do it.
You know what? If you got the money, and you really want one, a bag. Yeah. I mean, the console's 500,
450 actually.
Oh yeah,
to celebs, that's light work.
Oh, we celebs. The common guy is not a celeb.
But the reselling isn't for us. We have to wait.
Yeah, that's it.
Consoles. That's it. The reselling for the people that can afford it.
They told you, man, see you in February, dog.
Yeah, because like for example, I'm getting my console off someone else who had extra pre-orders.
Criminal.
And I had to make sure, that I'm doing as much sweet talking I can, because if a man's getting offers for like £800, he needs to give him.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do if on launch day he goes, it's looking a bit tight? I'm gonna have to bump up the price a bit.
That's for a different podcast. That's for a different pod entirely.
Bro, that's a street slagging podcast.
But
me mugging. Oh god.
Yeah, I mean the reselling's out of hand, man.
Yeah.
But, I mean that aside, what things did you guys order alongside your consoles?
Bare minimum.
Those of you have consoles pre-ordered.
Getting hot by the second.
I can't lie. Right now I've got SpiderMan with it, and then I'm probably gonna get. I'm just a payday for me is next day, so I'm going to get Demon Souls and I think right now, I'll probably just get Demon Souls as well at the moment.
I mean, luckily for me, I've got like a couple pre-order. Like, I've got PlayStation 4 versions of games I'm going to get upscaled, didn't it? So I'm lucky.
Same.
So like Yakuza, which will come out obviously in January, but I think Watch Dogs Legion is one of the early kind of upscales. So I'll just sit there with my 2 games and I'll happily play PS. If you have my PlayStation 4, watch a stream. To a stream, bro. My PlayStation 4 is asthmatic.
It sounds like an Extractor fan. So mine's moving mad as well. I just need that PS5, and I'm going to play all my PS4 games on that as well. So I've got a lot of games I can go through as well.
Exactly what Ponle said. I'll just play the same PS4 games on the PS5. Maybe better graphics, maybe a bit of upscaling. But dog, if you see the way my baby girl is breathing over here, you also to run a marathon, dog.
So, to be fair, who blames? Because we both had ours, and we both got ours on launch as well. our PS4s. I got a launch.
Wait, what? You still got your first PS4?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Be dying.
Yeah, hey, this is the original launch PS4 I've got right here. Of course, it's on its last legs.
Bro, release month, that week there, when all the faulty ones were being shipped out, I was one of those guys that copped one of them.
Same with me, I'm one of them. One of them that pre-ordered back then. I remember I pre-ordered the game months before, came through. I've got that one with the ejecting discs and everything. Yeah.
If you don't really talk about last gen pre-orders because I think Chris's head might get hot.
Last gen pre-orders. I'll get mad. Because anyway, do you know what? Yeah, revenge is sweet, innit? It's this guy that told me to get. He told me to get an X1 and an Xbox One.
That's not the full story, but yeah,
that's the story. He told me to get an Xbox One. I was contemplating what PS5, Xbox One. Which one should I get? Xbox
PS4,
PS4, yeah.
Sorry, PS4, Xbox. The chunky Xbox. I was like, yeah, I'll get the Xbox.
The VCR.
Yeah, the VCR player. Playing that for a while, you know, it was all good. Obviously, I couldn't play with a lot of people that I knew, but it was still okay for the most part. And then one day, this guy's just not on. I was like, "Raw, what going? Where's Timmy?" Timmy said, "Oh yeah, I bought a PS4, by the way."
Man did a silent switch up, you know.
Man, left you in the dust.
I said, "What?" I got like 3 friends on Xbox. Do you know what I mean?
I said I was getting an Xbox. I did not tell you to get one. You made that decision on your one. I stand by that. I stand by that.
See me, you get for listening to the man them, bro. Man them out for themselves,
bro. People are snakes.
Man, you know what the worst bit about it is? He didn't actually say, "Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of getting the PS4."
Okay, that bit's true. That bit's true.
He just grabbed the PS4. Next thing you know, man's on PS4. I don't know. But last gen was something else entirely,
bro.
But yeah,
absolutely bad.
Yeah. Oh, Assassin's Creed.
Please.
I think I was talking to Timmy about that earlier,
please,
and I said, all right.
I got the Creed entirely.
Do you know why it was all right? It was all right because at that time I'd only played the first hour of the game, and I hadn't played an Assassin's Creed game in a long time. I was streaming.
It's not even Assassin's Creed, is it anymore? I was thinking about this the other day. Like, where it started and where it is now, they're just using the brand to sell titles.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro,
they're doing pirates. They're doing.
Bro,
it's gone off the rails.
It's like Fast and Furious.
Yeah,
fam. That's a very good. That is comparison.
Assassin's Creed is the Fast and Furious of video games.
100%.
It just does not know where it's going.
Yeah, I've not really played one in God knows how long, but I've seen like Origins, Odyssey, etc. This gone for the whole complete open world. But then where's it? But even Valhalla, where's the Assassin's part?
That's what I'm saying. It's not Assassin's Creed.
Like Assassin's Creed, I've got to see a hood and Assassin's clothes. But the man's walking around with a shield on his back. You ain't assassinating nobody with a shield.
Do you know what it is? You know what it is about the game? Yeah, there is cloaks. There is assassinations. There's all sorts.
But it seems like that's not really.
It's not integral.
You put it into a Viking setting. Like Vikings don't do stealth. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense at all.
Bro.
They saw what Santa Monica did with God of War, and they were like, "Yeah, let's back that."
Yeah, let's just copy God of War. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like.
I saw those guys do it. It looked like it works.
Don't copy my homework, but don't make it bait. Kind of.
Honestly, large chunks of
exactly.
Yeah, basically, large chunks of the game is just rip-offs of God of War. To be honest.
Yeah, that's what I saw, so I didn't bother playing it.
But I mean, a rip-off of God of War could be okay. I mean, we've seen rip-offs of loads of games that work out well, but I think with Valhalla, it's just such a big game. So much talking, as in, if you're one of those people that skips through cutscenes, you're gonna throw up, man. When you see the amount of talking you gotta do,
you're gonna lose it.
I was streaming it, and 20 minutes into the stream, I just wanted to lock off the stream and so like, I I can't do this.
Chris's head was almost gone from all of that.
I don't think I spoke. I don't think I said a word for like the final 20 minutes of the stream.
Oh, that was hilarious. Well, that's Chris. In touch with the audience. Nah, Chief.
Nah, bruv. This game is dry, man.
Man, I've seen a couple of reviews on it as well. I'm just seeing people say you're just walking around aimlessly. All of this, 67 hours for this. One review, this guy was fuming. He was like, honestly, this is a big waste of time. 67 hours and the ending's not even that great. Nah,
bro, the reviews that I've seen are hilarious.
He said he got 60 hours in and didn't get to the final cutscene.
Yeah.
I'm finished.
Bro, what does that mean?
60 hours in, and he said, John, it's like the first 15 hours. I think like the first 15 hours or maybe like 15 minutes is great, isn't it? Everything in between is fluff. He says that you get like 2 levels per every time you level up, you get like 2 power points in it. The strongest area you need to get to is like 175. They're telling you to get to level 175 to then fight that area. No, you're boying it. 175 levels up, bruv. You're boying me.
Oh man, yeah, that game. I'm not gonna get in anyway to be fair. So,
like, if we're thinking about it, like even like normal RPG games, like you complete the game level 50, call it quits, and then maybe from the back level 100, that's you doing the most, isn't it? 175.
Yeah.
Don't worry. It's not me. You're going to get to play that game. It's not me.
God, man. I remember I got to a point where I literally couldn't move because my ship got glitched into a tree.
That's it.
So I spent about 10 minutes trying to get my ship out of the tree, and it was like there was nothing I could do to move my ship, and then I couldn't.
You lasted 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
30 seconds in.
I was on stream. That's the only reason.
Sorry, guys. Going back to Warzone. Kind of thing.
Oh my word.
Hold on, let me just change the title of the stream real quick.
Change the title. Yeah. Honestly, man. I thought Watch Dogs was glitchy, but this is something else.
Yeah, Ubisoft, man.
I was about to say that's standard Ubi. They love unpolished games that release.
It's true. Then day 1 patches.
Day 1, they'll give you a day 30 patch.
Day 30.
Hey guys, we saw you had some complaints. Here's the patch. Dog, I'm not playing this game.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of Ubi, did you see what happened?
Santa Monica.
Was it Montreal? I think it was Montreal. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh, that was terrible.
Yeah, I don't know the details.
Did that get resolved? I didn't see that.
Yeah, it got resolved. I don't think anyone was hurt in the end.
That's good.
Yeah, we thank God no one got hurt.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. But thank God no one got hurt. Yeah, we'll see that will develop and everything. They're doing updates, but yeah, we're glad that no one got hurt in that.
Honestly. Thoughts and prayers go out to people that were affected by that, and how right it must be to be at work and sometimes that stuff. Like, I don't know, it would rattle me if I'm being completely honest.
Nah, it would as well for me.
But anyways, in terms of PS5, what games have impressed you the most from what you've seen in trailers and?
As in like overall games or launch games? Because we're now creating a parity.
I mean anything that you've seen.
Anything that we've seen,
whether it's a launch title coming out later on.
For me, SpiderMan, the new SpiderMan looks sick. The way they look, I'm impressed because they've got the proper ray tracing and that. But I'm disappointed that you have to play it at 30 frames to do that. But it looks.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, you can only play it at 30 frames. You have to choose between fidelity and performance.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want performance, you can go 60. Frames per second,
but you lose all of that.
Yeah, you'll lose the ray tracing, etc. I was watching the comparison video, but
same.
Yeah, that's the only thing. But I like, Spider-Man looks good. To be fair, I've not really looked too much into. I think not many games really have blown me away, to be honest. But I knew I was getting a PS5 anyway. I'm getting Demon Souls. I've been watching some gameplay videos as I was. Demon Souls look good, nice and hard, so I'm looking forward to that.
You love hard games, innit?
Pause, bro.
Okay, that's
that looks like stress. Pause. Giga
pause. Ultra mega pause.
God damn.
Damn, man. But yeah, Demon Souls looks good, but there's not really been many games I've been playing.
I'm looking
Very
forward
telling.
to one. And Chris is gonna hot me up for it, and I'm still got my fingers crossed. But I've got a slight bit of hope for Godfall.
Boy, I've seen enough of that video.
Let him explain. I want to hear this excuse.
I'll let you explain.
Sorry, excuse for the game.
Yeah. So I like Destiny. I've played a lot of Destiny in the past. Yeah, like looter shooter type game. We need more type of games like that. And Godfall, it's like a nice mix, hack and slash, but like a looter shooter. And it's not touched by EA, so it might not be terrible. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping it's not Anthem, but.
Wait, I can't lie. I think it's going to be another Anthem.
I think so, but I'm still, my fingers are crossed.
Hear me out. I even think Anthem's going to be
better. Yeah. So do I.
I'm gonna keep it real with you, Chief. Yeah, from launch, when the first video dropped, I said this game is pants. Trailers, yeah, okay. Although it looks like very dark and like sepia filmed, it's filmed like in sepia throughout the whole trailer. Two, from time the trailer had like R&B, like type of like upbeat R&B as the trailer music.
R&B rap. Can you imagine? R&B it was rap. Horrible, man.
They wanted to bring us into the vibes.
Have you watched the gameplay though? The gameplay looks okay.
If you want to play stupid AI, yeah, for sure. Go wild, bro. Go wild.
Honestly, I don't believe. I think Anthem on PS5 would look better than that.
Facts.
Yeah, but you're Mr. Nintendo. It's not all about graphics, isn't it? I'm talking about the gameplay. No. I'm talking about the gameplay.
Even.
But Anthem's gameplay was good. Like, let's be real.
Yeah, Anthem's gameplay was good. It wasn't bad.
If we're gonna drag Anthem, let's drag it properly. Like, obviously, the beyond the first 5 missions, there's nothing more to do, and that's the problem. But I enjoyed the game because enemies had stupidly ridiculous high AI sometimes. Yeah. The game was actually difficult. Like, it was fun to play as a 4. The whole javelin concept on flying freely was great. Yeah. But I'm gonna play what's this new game, Godfall, and be hacking with my large sword or a pike, and then.
Wait, isn't that what you do in Demon Souls?
Hold on. Let's be serious here.
Chat to them, man. Innit? Like, I'm not involved. I am not involved. Hear me out. This is gonna be a hot take, yeah. But Godfall and Marvel's Avengers are the same game.
Yeah.
Facts.
Oh my.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
I can't lie. That's fact. I think the same. I can't lie. I think the same. Like, I've seen the reviews already of Godfall. They're just saying it's like, what was it, a mix of God of War and Destiny, but a worse version.
But that's 2 sick games, isn't it?
I know we don't rate IGN's reviews for the most part.
Yeah.
However, they've given it a 6, and this is something these are the type of games.
IGN gave it a 6.
They gave it a 6.
They said the combat's decent, but the
Timmy, I'm telling you, the game is going to be dusty. And they said,
I didn't even know that.
And then they said it's extremely repetitive.
Yeah. Exactly.
But most like looter shooter type games are
easy. Let's
What is it? Tell me a looter shooter that's not.
Borderlands is amazing, looter shooter through and through.
Destiny 2 is not.
Destiny, amazing.
I don't think Destiny is that repetitive.
I don't think
you didn't grind it like I grinded it. When you did the raids and that, and you just got to grind strikes.
I really enjoyed the raids. I'll be honest. I enjoyed the raids on Destiny though.
Yeah, the raids were sick. Lost my head a few times, but
we absolutely lost our head a few times.
Do you remember? Do you remember
that? That almost ended one friendship for me. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, one of my guys was moving dumb at 4 in the morning, and I didn't speak to him for a solid week.
Remember that raid we were doing?
Which one was that?
We're not talking about Leviathan. I'm not talking about that raid.
Leviathan was easy.
Yeah, see, that's what.
It's easy, but it depends on the people you're doing it with.
If you're playing to talk, bro, you're playing the game on mute, bro. You're gonna be fumigated.
No, you can't. You gotta have a decent squad that can do comms. Otherwise, you're finished.
We went it through.
J'ai fini, dog.
That's
why.
Makes sense.
It's like a retake, innit? And I mean, you're capped at a C grade. Yeah, that's Anand. Anand's capped at a C grade.
Every group's got that one friend in it. Dragged along for the ride.
Fam, vibes, pure vibes, pure vibes.
Oh man, but yeah, I can't like Godfall. I did not have much hope for it. And from reviews, I don't think it's really going to last too long.
Hey, what, Timmy, get the game and just let us know how bad it is.
Yeah. No. Don't go up IGN. When I told you that, you didn't want to listen. Get your game, man.
Get out of here, man. Honestly, when that game first launched, I went to Richard and said, no one should cut this game. I was like, oh, it's decent. It looks like it's going to be decent. Yeah, decent trash. Bro.
That was Anand.
No, because Femi was riding too as well.
Okay.
I remember watching that live. We watched that live, right?
Yeah.
And we were all live tweeting. And I'll never forget tweeting that. They've tried to put hip-hop music in the background to mask how bad the game is, to appeal to people like us, and like they almost got Timmy. Do you know what I mean? They were this close. Just a little bit of hip hop R&B. Yeah,
we got him, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
I mean, that second trailer is gonna have like KFC in it or something.
Bro,
hey, don't kill me.
Bro. Guys, here's the launch trailer.
Not Godfall then. Not Godfall. Yeah. Who's getting the new Cold War? Who's got it and playing?
I'm gonna get it as well. I suck at COD, but I'm gonna get it.
Let me come teach you. Bring you under my wing.
I suck at COD. I suck at first-person shooters, but let me get the game anyway. I want to get it next week. So
I'm just looking forward to finally playing at higher than 60 frames on console. Like, it's been too long.
How many frames does Modern Warfare right now?
On console, it's capped at 60. All CODs other than this on console, this gen, are capped at 60. So
the next COD, this one, Cold War, is going to be at 120.
120 frames on console with ray tracing. So
I know it's going to be 120 on Xbox Series X. I think I saw that.
Yeah, and PS5, both of them confirmed.
Okay.
Yeah.
To be fair, I need a 120 hertz TV, and I'll be.
Don't get me started on monitor shop. Me and Chris have been talking about monitors.
If I see the LG CX one more time,
as I said to everyone,
hey, bro, I've been seeing that TV as well.
Unless you're getting a TV, if you need a monitor, just wait, because no monitor out there right now is worth buying at 120.
Yeah, they're going to be coming out with 120 monitors sometime, I think, next year anyway, mate.
Yeah, there's loads with 120, 144 hertz now, but they haven't got HDMI 2.1, so you're going to be capped.
Yes, I should have rephrased. With HDMI 2.1, I've been reading, I think, in the next few months, I think there are some in development anyway.
There's a couple,
so... But they're going to be stupid expensive anyway.
Well, there's one monitor I had my eye on now, still HDMI 2.0, and that's 27-inch, 144 hertz, 4K, £750. So that just gives you an idea.
Yes.
If you want 4K at 120 hertz, you're dropping like 7-8 bills. So brace your pocket.
That's definitely.
That's Steph. That's Steph's range,
bro. That's Steph with the dollar sign. We don't say Steph with it. It's now dollar sign Steph.
Yeah,
it's true.
Don't call it cash money for no reason.
Yeah, my boy even copped it the other day. He said it's legit. I was like, our bank account is built different because I'm not doing that. But he plays on PC, so he doesn't mind that it's got HDMI 2.0.
Fair enough.
What do you think of COD at the moment, Timmy?
You know what? Yeah, obviously I banged it the last 2 days or day and a bit. But the thing is, I'm a bit disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a massive Treyarch fan. I love all the Black Ops games, but this one, I'm cutting up a bit of slack because obviously COVID. They've been basically building this game remotely.
They only had 1 year, did they?
They've had.
Was it only 1 year?
A year and a half. So usually they get a 3-year rotation, but because the studio that was making it got dropped, they picked it up a year and a half ago. And obviously COVID hit and stuff. So it's launched. It's only got 8 maps, 6v6, which is nuts. Still a bit clunky. They've put in strong skill-based matchmaking. So it's just, it's a bit tough right now. So we've got to see. But I think it's going to be a good year, but launch is a bit weak, to be honest. A bit weak on launch.
That's been the case for COD for a very long time now.
Yeah. Well, what did I say the other day? Like every single year without fail, the servers crash on launch. Like they don't know. A million people are going to jump on and play their game every year. So frustrating. But I think it's going to be a good year for COD overall because I play competitively quite a bit, and like Treyarch tend to support that better than Infinity Ward. So I'm hopeful. By like Christmas, it should be decent.
It's a quick time out, guys. Amazon have officially taken my money. Barclays sent me a text now, so the pre-orders purchased. You man, I'll see you guys on the first day. Without a concert.
Let me see more. Have they taken my money? I'm just checking mine out as well. They should have taken my money. Maybe.
Hold on, wait. Chris, are you talking?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear. I can see you doing this. I was like, Chris.
I'm just getting some static. Anyway.
Oh yeah, they officially took my money, so I'm like, alright, cool, that's it. So you man out there, soz, innit? But in terms of games, in terms of like the whole PS5 kind of cycle, Miles Morales looked good. Obviously, I didn't like the last SpiderMan myself too much. It kind of got a bit boring halfway through, but that's just my own personal preference. I will never slate that game. It's actually pretty good. See, look, I'm going to say this. I'm going to champion this game all day, every day. The one game I champion all the time. Ratchet and Clank looked amazing.
Yeah, actually, it does look good. I'm going to get Ratchet and Clank. Let me. I liked playing the reboot version on PS4, so I'm going to get it as well.
I ride Ratchet and Clank as I've done. I played on every single generation it's come out on. That's a game that I enjoy. So back on PS5, I'm like, yeah, cool. It's made the loading look good. Like it seems there's no loading, or there's minimal loading screens based on what they've said, because of the game. And
Tony Hawk did that in like 2006.
I hate this Chris guy,
bro. Just say you prefer Mario. No one cares. It's okay, bro.
Isn't it?
No, but Mario is better.
But it's okay, bro. That's to you.
No, it's better.
No, it's
Wait. You can't prefer Ratchet and Clank to Mario. So.
Look, like you man, innit? Like I'm not doing this debate. We're talking about PS5 today.
See, that's why I think Durag. He just wants to be different from us.
Like
Mario is better than Ratchet and Clank.
Okay, you might okay, cool. Mario can kick football and play tennis and golf and and do Olympics. I'm sorry. He's you know what I mean. He's a heptathlon, decathlon, whatever you want to call this guy. I don't care. Do you know what I mean? My guy Ratchet, with his, what
does he do?
He's a long back.
He's a mechanic. He's a mechanic.
Yes. So I'm sorry, you guys are wearing a plumber costume, but not a plumber. He's a fraud.
Yeah, because he's versatile, man.
Yeah,
so you're saying based on Kobe,
he's a man of many talents.
Kobe just said, you got to get new talents, guys. You know that Sushi and that Rishi Sunak poster where it's like, look, he was a plumber now he's doing sports and shit. Yeah, for sure.
Of course, man.
But obviously now, like I'm a big Ratchet and Clank fan, so I'm always looking forward to that game. I don't think there's many other games I was like, I'm gonna.
Actually, for
wait, Forbidden West.
Yeah.
That game on PS4, arguably one of my favorite games of all time, and I'm just gonna keep.
I'm playing through Zero Dawn right now. Actually,
wow, is it that good?
Yeah. Zero Dawn's I'm playing through it right now. It's an amazing game. I've been taking my time to actually play it, but it's actually a fantastic game. So
story-wise, graphic-wise, like for what it can do on the PlayStation 4, it pushes the graphics quite well. Story seems is very well embedded. Side missions don't seem pointless. There's little challenges in there. Like there's a lot of stuff that fleshes out the game. So I mean, I say in terms of my favorite, I didn't play God of War, and obviously people will say God of War is probably the best.
Excuse me.
I
didn't play the best single player game of all time.
That is fine.
Sorry, I forgot about God of War Ragnarok as well.
I didn't dislike the game. I'm not saying God of War, but it's not my sort of game, so I wouldn't play it. And that's.
You like Horizon, but not God of War. Make it make sense.
Bro, what's your problem?
So you're in step outside?
Let me know, dude. We got a problem, cuz. We got a problem.
I think you're playing the game wrong. I love solid.
But I hear Primal Horizon though.
It's good.
I've never really liked God of War games personally. Like, I can watch someone else play them, and I won't detract from that as a game, but they're not my sort of game. Like I will never like that's kind of personal preference. I play a lot of weird games. Like
we know.
I like a lot of weird games. I champion a lot of weird games. Outriders, I'm interested. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Low-key
I don't even know what that is. What's that again?
Yeah, what's Outriders?
Outriders is like, if you look at it's like a Mass Effect kind of 3-squad version, but made by Square Enix, which is where I'm kind of apprehensive.
See, you lost me at
Square Enix.
Square
Enix.
But it's fine. Like, I'm apprehensive, but I'm looking forward to the game. Obviously, I like the class system. It's given me very much like Mass Effect, kind of like action RPG type vibes. So I'm looking forward to it. I might peak, but I'm not sure if I like, you know what I mean? But so far, I'm interested. And everything else has been like, meh, like, if it's there.
I think this is probably the worst console launch, generational launch for games, for titles that I've seen.
Yes.
So far, like, there's nothing I didn't even mention God of War because that's not going to drop for time.
Yeah,
like, we haven't even seen any gameplay. So like, I'm a massive God of War fan. In fact, I had a 360 and I bought a PS3 just to play God of War 3. Like, it's one of my favorite single player games. But
I can hear you on that one because I did enjoy it. God of War, the God of War 4 2018 one. That was an amazing game. I loved that game as well. I think that was even my first platinum actually. That game. But I actually loved that game. So I'm looking forward to Ragnarok. I can't lie, I'm looking forward to Final Fantasy 16. I know Square. I know how a lot of people.
What's wrong with the man, them?
Bro,
put your faith in.
I know how everyone. I never said I don't put my faith like that, but I'm gonna get Final Fantasy 16. I'm getting
we are the same, bro.
Have they shown footage of that? I haven't seen
it. They showed some footage of it.
Yeah, but wait. On the PlayStation reveal, it was between PC footage and PlayStation 5 footage. They just said, let's bamboozle y'all niggas.
They did miss and mash, whatever you want to call it.
Hold on. When have Square Enix ever put out a bad reveal trailer for Final Fantasy?
That's true. Yeah, they know how to catch.
They know how to get you initially. Remember when everyone was into the whole Kingdom Hearts 3? Oh my gosh, this is the best game ever. Whoa! Oh my word!
Yeah, that was.
I don't care how many years I have to wait. It came out and
yeah.
I think the last Square Enix game I completed was Final Fantasy X. Like, genuine, and that was PS2 days. Since then, all of them I've copped. I've bought them and not completed. I just
didn't complete 12.
Nah, wasn't feeling 12 that much.
12 is
I don't think I even own 12. Actually,
12 is, like, in my opinion, top 3 in the series. Like, it's really good.
All right, what's your top 3 then?
Ooh,
I can judge your judging ability.
10.
Okay, you have my interest.
12. And the last one may go to not 7. What's on Squall? 8?
Not 7. 8 is Squall. What? You won't put 7 in your top 3?
8.
That's wild.
Yeah, 8 is Squall. I think
wild.
I think 7 has better characters. I don't think game-wise it's better. I think Squall as a story, is probably better in my opinion.
Yeah, 8 was my first PS1 game. I remember getting that for Christmas.
That was the first one I played.
And then I got 7 afterwards because my boy had it.
I briefly played 6 somehow. My friend had it on the SNES.
What was 6 on? SNES?
Yeah.
Is 6 of Terror.
My favourite was probably top 3 probably. I like 10.
10 was cold. For Blitzball alone.
Yeah, I like 10.
Being your top 3.
Blitzball was so fucking difficult, bruv. It doesn't even make sense. Like, it wasn't. It's not fun.
It's hard, man.
It's so hard.
Best mini game of all time.
It's so hard, bruv. It's not fair.
Sometimes that difficulty didn't make sense.
Like, even the first sort of like before you launch into small battles, bruv, it was difficult for no reason.
I think my ones would probably be 10. God, I'm gonna sound like a hipster, but 10.
Tell me 15. Let me laugh in your face.
You're not gonna say 15. No, you didn't.
I got 15 there. I played like 5 minutes of that, man.
I can't lie. I enjoyed 15. I enjoyed it. I told
these man. I remember I pre-ordered it.
I remember
as the thing went up. Yeah, I played it for like an hour. I said, you know what?
And you were done. Yeah, I think it was only.
I can't do this.
It was me and Femi that person that
Right.
played through it. I even could still platinum that game, but I just couldn't bother to get that fishing trophy.
Man just had me out here cooking, like
Cooking.
fishing and cooking.
Cooking
I
and
was like, yeah,
fishing.
you know what? I'm not doing this, bro. This is.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
I'm
No,
gonna say what
I
game that
enjoyed
reminds me of. I'm not gonna even say what game that reminds me of because I'll get cooked in here. But
Tell me.
I know what you're trying to say, and
Say it so you
Don't
can
you
get cooked.
Breath of the Wild.
I knew it.
Did you finish it?
No, that game was dry. I don't get how people
Yeah.
love
Hey,
Zelda
kick
games.
him,
Let's get
hey,
this guy out,
kick this guy out of the Zoom chat right now. Kick this guy out of the Zoom chat right
Game
now.
is dry.
Kick him
Man-
out of the Zoom
Man
chat
said,
right now.
go find the guy by the campfire. What is this?
Nah,
Go
kick this
climb the
guy out of the
mountain.
Zoom chat right now. I can't believe what I'm hearing.
Right.
How dare you
I
start
remember I
that game?
bought that game for a 10-hour flight. I slept instead because it was more entertaining. I swear.
Listen,
to
do you
God.
know what?
I
Yeah,
can't
let me
believe
tell you.
what I'm hearing.
You know what's so funny? You know you didn't get out of the initial place. You don't know that.
You
I
did
was
get out of the
texting
Great
Chris. Like,
Plateau, I
where am I
realised.
finding this?
You didn't get out. You didn't get out of the initial
You did get
area.
out of the Great Plateau.
Just say you couldn't find Donnie. You got lost.
I found Donnie.
You didn't find Donnie,
I
man.
got the glide, and then I was like, I've had enough. I'm bored of it now.
I can't lie, I'm shaking in my boots right now. I'm here.
I knew that would rattle some people.
Hold
but
on.
I'm shaking my boots right now.
It is what it is.
Unpopular opinion, Timmy, I understand it.
Thank you.
What do you
Thank
understand?
Brian.
I understand. Like for me, yeah, like hold on, like I'm not saying the game's bad. It's just not my sort of game, innit? Like I just didn't enjoy it
Same.
enough to play. Like you man, ride for it. Ponle's getting smashed on master mode every weekend. Do you know what I mean? Every Tuesday, this guy's getting waxed for like 3 hours straight. It's not a problem. But like for me, it's just not a game that like I hate stuff where my shit's breaking, bruv. Like, why am I fighting with a sword, ka-ching, and I have to go find a new sword, ka-ching? My shield is ka-ching, bruv. I didn't like that, bruv, man. Like it was just bare stressful.
What's wrong with the man them today, bro?
Oh, Chris, you have so many games that you've not completed. Don't talk to me about games.
Yeah,
bro.
that isn't one of them. That isn't one of them.
Did you actually complete it? Like 100% it?
100%.
How many hours did that take?
42
Nah,
years.
the first, well, completing the story doesn't take that long. Ponle,
No,
how
I mean
long
to
did you say?
100% it.
To get all the
shrines.
all
The shrines.
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
shrines.
that's it. Yeah, the shrines.
I
Yeah.
don't know how long it took me.
Maybe
It
like
was about maybe it took me over 100 hours.
yeah.
How many of that was spent cooking and fishing and stuff?
Not much.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
You know,
It doesn't take that long.
You know what's so mad?
Man.
You know what's so
Pick up
mad?
things
Yeah?
on the way, man.
You do the cooking thing. You don't if you don't want to, you don't actually have to do any cooking.
Yeah, you can just eat fruits if I keep it honest.
You don't
Yeah,
have to
you
do
can
any
just eat
cooking.
fruits, whatever else.
No
man.
one was forcing you to
But
cook.
cooking's not even that long. It's just a quick instant there. You just pick up things on the way and cook.
All
whatever,
it
man.
is just to
Man
fuse
said-
your food and make sure you get more health and more
I
benefits.
said it's Animal Crossing with swords and shields. I see the vibes.
Man, I'm fuming. I'm
Yeah, I
living.
fully hear that.
Man out here screaming Godfall and talking about Breath of the Wild.
Can you imagine?
Man.
Yeah, Timmy, you did yourself dirty there, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
saying it how I see it. innit?
One of these games won almost every award the year it came out.
Yeah.
One of
It's
these
just not
games
my
is gonna
type of game, as I said. Like, I'm sure it's a
One's
great
lose its
game.
player
but I
base in
don't-
3 months. 96 of its player base lost.
Oh yeah, Avengers. We didn't even mention that. We didn't even mention that. It's true.
What?
Avengers.
We should-
There's nothing to
shouldn't talk
mention.
about it.
Don't even
There's
give it publicity.
nothing to mention.
We-
But
And
everyone
guess who
saw
made
that
that?
coming,
And guess who made
To be
that?
fair,
Yeah.
it's
Guess
true.
who made that game? Who
Everyone
made that
saw
game?
that coming though. Yeah, Square.
Who
That's Square.
published it? Exactly.
Square.
Square.
Crystal
But they didn't make
Dynamics.
what's the name?
Crystal Dynamics.
Dynamics,
It was
innit? Yeah.
that made it. Yeah. But yeah, we saw that. We all saw that coming in.
Everyone saw that coming. Man.
We saw that coming from a mile
I'm a
off.
massive Marvel fan, but I did not play that dusted game.
Bro.
There's no way.
I think from when I seen the game, nothing sold me at all from the
Yeah, at
gameplay
all.
initially. I played
Jaws.
the demo briefly and I was like, meh, no, it's not. It's not.
Do you know what it is, yeah? It's the character models. Character models did it for me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
They had
initial reveal.
Holuki, bruv. They had Holuki, Captain fam, Sergeant USA, bruv. Nah, man.
Sergeant USA.
Sergeant
Bro.
USA,
Bruv.
Aluminium Man.
Aluminium man.
Bruv. I'm not.
Don't you mean aluminum?
Aluminum Man.
Aluminum.
Bro.
Oh man, that game. Yeah,
Like,
Dark
there's very few
Spider.
games. That's the one. There's very few games I'll buy and I'm actually like annoyed that I purchased. And like I bought this game, I forgot I had it on pre-order and it came. I was like, shit. Gave it to my housemate said, bro, this game's terrible. Like even he was like, I can't do this no more, man. I can't do this no more. To this day, he hasn't completed it.
I think for another pod we need to discuss about live service games. For another pod, we should.
Oh my word!
There's a lot to say about live service games, but yeah, back to talking about launch titles and launches.
What's the best? What do you think is the best launch title you've ever bought?
Oh, did Gears of War launch with a 360? I think I got that. Was it near the start or with it? I can't remember.
I'm sure. I think it was. Hold on.
I don't know if it did.
Trying to think because best launch title because I got the Switch with Breath of the Wild. I got
Mario Kart on the Switch. Did that launch with it?
Yeah. Did it? Did it?
Mate, Deluxe. I think it came in launch window. It didn't launch in the. It was a launch window to be fair, but it wasn't the actual launch day.
Yeah.
Trying to think. But I think I can't like Breath of the Wild is there for me.
Nah, it didn't.
Yeah, Breath of the
360 launch games were actually really fucking shy. I'm looking at them; they were fucking awful.
Swear.
Yeah, it was Amped 3, awful game. COD 2.
COD 2. I had COD 2 at launch. That was a sick game.
FIFA 06. That's the Road to World Cup one. Awful.
That's
game.
on Road to what? That was the first one.
Yeah, that was.
I thought it was the one with Ronaldinho. Would that come afterwards?
I don't know. It just says FIFA Soccer Road to blah, 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 World Cup edition. Gun was alright, but Gun was alright because it introduced new elements in terms of like first person shooters.
No, Gears of War wasn't launched.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Wow.
Perfect Dark Zero.
This is not
Perfect Dark. Oh yeah, I forgot about Perfect Dark
360's launch lineup was awful. Like I'm gonna read them all to you. It was Amped, COD 2, Condemned, FIFA 06, Gun, Cameo, awful game, Madden 06, NBA 2K, Live 06. Need for Speed Most Wanted, arguably the worst Need for Speed game of all time.
Terrible.
NHL 2K, Perfect Dark Zero, which was alright. Peter Jackson's King Kong. Nobody went. Oh, sorry, that's the official movie game. Let me. Do you know what that was? Sorry. Fun fact: that was also published by Ubisoft. Project Gotham Racing. Actually, that was okay.
That was which one? The first one.
3.
Yeah, that game was cold.
Quake 4, decent. Ridge Racer 6, Tiger Woods and Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. I think that was the...
Oh! No loading screens. I've still got that game, actually.
What's the name?
Tony Hawk, American Wasteland.
I'm trying to think of which... I know I remember it had like... it had Twilight Princess, to be fair.
You had Wii Sports, Twilight Princess, you had Wii Play.
Yeah, Red Steel. That was a bit clunky because...
I liked Red Steel, innit? I actually did like that game.
Was that the sword one?
Yeah, it was the sword. It was an FPS with the swords, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I played that. Didn't COD launch with Wii as well?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, COD 3.
Call of Duty 3. Call of Duty 3 launched with 3. Budokai Tenkaichi 2.
That was a really good game.
Yeah, that was actually a good game. I actually really enjoyed Budokai Tenkaichi 2.
Yeah, top 2 Dragon Ball Z games of all time. Facts, no fiction.
Yeah.
All time. Yeah, up there.
Yeah, I think
I'm agreeing with Prime.
Yeah, Budokai
3. Top 3.
But I was about to say, Budokai 3 is number 1 for me, and then I'll probably put Tenkaichi 2.
Yeah. Tenkaichi 2, and then I'd put like what's this one, the Fighter Z, probably up there in terms of actual good games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty polished, actually.
Yeah, like those very like pretty solid games.
Yeah, I can't argue with that at all, actually, to be fair. But yeah, we launched titles there. What was PS3 launch titles?
SpiderMan.
You too.
Nope. SpiderMan didn't launch.
Nope. It was Blast Factor. Don't know what that game is. Call of Duty 3. Genji Days of the Blade. I remember that game was all right. Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Oh yeah, Marvel Ultimate Alliance was launched out for Wii as well.
Classically good game. Amazing game. Mobile Suit Gundam Crossfire, for those of you that like anime. Need for Speed Carbon, obviously. That was probably the last best Need for Speed game.
It wasn't that good.
Carbon wasn't great.
but it was the last like good Need for Speed one. Like after Most Wanted, not Most Wanted, after
Underground 2 is the best
Underground.
one.
I was about to say Underground 1 and 2 are the only Need for Speeds I acknowledge for real.
Yeah, Underground 1 and 2, and then Carbon was probably the best after that. Like Resistance Fall of Man was decent.
The
Ridge Racer
graphics were good. The graphics were sick. I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris, sorry, I forgot. Wii launch title was Metal Slug Anthology as well.
Oh, you need to play Metal Slug. I mean, do you know what that game's
I
like?
can't lie. I like Metal Slug.
I actually played it on Neo Geo, but I never played it on any other console.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, I mean, I reckon PS3 probably had better launch titles than Xbox 360.
Oh, some of these launch windows are horrific.
Yeah,
maybe we're being a bit too harsh on the PS5 and Xbox.
I'm thinking we may do. Well, I'm trying to think.
Okay, let's go through all of them in it. Like I've got all the PlayStation ones from like original PlayStation. So PlayStation 1 launched with Air Combat.
Air Combat.
No, launched. Yeah, Battle Arena Tunshiden, ESPN Extreme Sports, Kill League, the DNA Imperative, NBA Jam. Quality game.
Yeah, but that was
I mean, it launched with Street Fighter, the movie.
Wait, what console was this?
PS1.
PS1.
Street Fighter the movie was on PS1.
Yes, it was. I remember that game was trash.
Remember that.
That game was garbage.
It was on PS1.
That was with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I knew it was on. I knew it was on SNES.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, I think he's right. Yeah, I think it was on the. I think I remember it on the PS1.
But I didn't
on the
know.
PS1. 1995, baby.
I think I remember on the PS1. That game was garbage.
September 9th. But here's what: the best game to launch on the PlayStation was Rayman.
Oh yeah,
Rayman's a classic.
N64
I've got the N64 one.
Wasn't great, but they had
Super
Mario 64.
Yeah, they had Super Mario 64. Well, they had Super Mario 64. They had FIFA Soccer 64, Pilot Wings 64.
That was a good game.
Star Wars
Fox. They had Star Fox, didn't they?
No, Star Fox came out later, actually.
What?
Yeah,
on
N64? Yeah, I've got the European launch here. I'm looking at it right now. They didn't really have many games. They had Turok, Dinosaur Hunter.
Turok was good.
Yeah, Star Wars Shadows of the Empire, and Wayne Gretzky's Freaky Hockey.
Yeah, let's leave it there.
Man, like Wayne Gretzky, you know.
Do you know what? When I was thinking about Star Fox was a GameCube launch title.
Yeah, even then it came out in the launch window, but it wasn't actually launched there. I remember.
Seriously?
Yeah, I got Star Fox Adventures, and it didn't come out straight away.
Okay.
That year, it came out.
Actually, wait. Sorry, PS2 might have had the best launch.
The best.
It probably has. I can't lie. You can't really argue that.
Yeah, you guys ready for this? We got Armored Core. We got Dead or Alive 2, Dynasty Warriors 2, ESPN, Eternal Rage, Evergrace, Fantavision, Gun Griffin Blaze, Kessen, NFL 2001, Midnight Club.
What a game!
Fam!
What
Midnight
a game.
Club. Midnight Club.
The customization on that game was sick.
Unreal. MotoGP, that's alright. NHL 2001, Orphan, Sign of Miss Sorcery. Never played that game. Cue Ball Billiards Master for you kind of snooker fans out there. Ready to Rumble boxing.
Ready to Rumble was good.
Game.
Yeah, that was a game.
Great game.
Ridge Racer 5. Silent Scope.
That was okay.
SSX.
SSX
PS2.
Sorry, SSX was sick. I love
That's
that
all
game.
I needed to say.
I love that game, and I love 1080 on the Nintendo.
1080,
bro.
Do you remember Cool Brothers as well on PS1?
Yeah,
Cool Brothers was sick.
Bro, and SSX Tricky, one of the best SSX games of all time. Anyway,
I can't lie. PS2 had the best launch.
PS2.
GameCube's actually not that bad, you know. I'm looking at
I haven't finished, bro. We still got more. We got Street Fighter EX 3. We've got Summoner.
Great music.
We got Tekken Tag Tournament. Great game. We got Time Splitter. Yeah, bro.
Came out and launched.
PS2 launch was serious.
PS2 is right. Okay, PS2 launch was. I think that's probably the best launch.
And Unreal Tournament.
Oh yeah, love that.
Okay, I can't lie. It's hot.
So GameCube one. Yeah, I mean, you might be able to fill in some of the ones I haven't got.
Yeah,
but I've got Batman Vengeance, which I don't remember, so it was probably shit. ISS 2.
Oh, we got the same list.
International soccer.
Yes. International Superstar Soccer. That game was.
You know what? ISS 64 was my first ever game that I bought my own money.
Isn't ISS the predecessor to PES?
Pro.
It is.
International, and they had all them weird player names like Alejo.
Bro,
like Castolo, like Miranda, Ordaz and them, man. Oh, good times.
Burnout.
Huh?
Burnout.
Oh, quality game.
I've still got Burnout. Amazing game.
Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah. Okay.
Love that game, actually.
Cell Damage, which I don't know.
I can't remember that.
NHL Hits, which I'm thinking is probably their version of NHL Blitz, because Blitz was actually a good game. Crazy Taxi.
Quality game. That is a classic.
Yeah,
one of the best games of all time.
Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
There we go.
Yeah, we got the same list up. But I love Sonic Adventure 2.
That was a great game. I still got it.
Cult classic.
They've made Freestyle BMX, which I also remember playing demos for, because I think on Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 there was a demo for it.
Yeah, I think that's how I played it. Actually, thinking about it, it was good.
Yeah, I remember that as well. Actually,
I used to be subscribed to the official PlayStation magazine back then. They used to send a little demo disc as well.
What else? Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
That was a sick game.
Yeah,
the first Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 2 was much better.
Yeah, 2 was way more polished.
Yeah.
Star Wars Rogue Squadron 2, which I remember hearing that was a good game.
I like that. I liked it. I played the original Rogue Squadron N64. Loved that game. Then Rogue Squadron 2 was a lot better. I found amazing game personally.
Yeah. Super Monkey Ball.
Yeah, good game.
Extreme G. That was good. I remember that.
What's that? What type of game is that?
That was a racing.
Motorbike racing game.
Yeah, like it was a futuristic kind of.
Yeah, it's a bit like Wipeout.
Yeah. Compared to
Wipeout a PS1 launch?
I don't think it was a launch. Was it a launch?
What?
I don't think it was launched.
I thought it launched with one of the either PS1 or PS2.
Yeah,
very early on because it was one of their
I think it came out early on, but I don't think it was on the launch.
I don't think it was
launch per se.
Then you got Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3.
FIFA 2002 and Wave Race Blue Storm. I love that game as well. I love that game. I think GameCube had the good launch lineup as well. Actually, to be fair.
But do you know what the thing is? None of it mattered because we were all broke. So
it's true. We're all kids and all broke. We could afford
one game, 2 games if we were lucky.
We'll just be happy my parents got us 2 games or whatever else. So yeah.
I mean, from the sounds of things, it sounds like PS2 had the best launch window in my opinion.
Yeah. I think. From what it sounds as well, it's just launch titles just got worse over each generation.
Yeah, 100%.
As you keep going forward, so
why is that?
That's a good question, actually.
I feel like there's a bigger push for sales now than making a good game, a critically acclaimed game. Now it's trying to be as commercial as possible.
Trying to get out games fast as possible, and if there's problems, they'll just try and patch it basically as well. That's the thing, because you have more access to patches and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. If you didn't release a good game at launch back in the day, your game was screwed for time. Now they know you can just do a day one.
Remember,
definitely made devs lazier. I think
it's crazy to think that at one point we couldn't actually patch games.
Nah,
what you got was what you got.
Yeah,
and that was it.
The disc, just that little CD cartridge. That's it.
Yeah, but that's why so many games suffered. I believe Bear games. If it wasn't good from jump, you're pissed. And there was so many games that suffered because of that. So many.
No, but you know what? What I would say is that there's advantages and disadvantages. Developers were a lot more cautious in the way they released games.
100%.
We had a lot less glitches than we do now.
Yeah.
Now games just ship incomplete.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Remember, like, for example, look at the Street Fighter 5 launch. The game shipped without a story mode.
Oh yeah, and then they patched it all in, as it
a three-part game,
Yeah, literally. All it had was, just a versus mode. Literally, that was it.
I blame the internet and DLC for that. People know they can make money on stuff as well. Did the Street Fighter charge for that, or did they give it for free?
It was free.
It was free.
That's all right.
But you know what? The damage was already done by the time it came out. By the time it came out, a lot of people had already just kind of given up
their
on
mind
Street Fighter. Yeah. And it's hard to really
get them back in once that's happened. So I know, remember, Chris, you were saying if your game you realise it's buggy from the get go, that's it for the game. You're not really going to play it, even though they do things to like amend the issues that your mind is made up. Because I remember you were saying that before. I know with some game. So it's just things like that. It's easier. Developers, they can just release it. You've seen it, like, for example, Anthem's now getting built up from the sky. They're doing Anthem 2.0.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
What's it called? Anthem something?
Anthem Next, I should be saying, yeah.
Hold on. We need to discuss that because I can't believe that they got away with that.
We don't really.
I can't believe they got away with that. Like, they just said, you know what, re-support game, let's rebuild it, give it to you 4 days later.
But you know what? You got to praise them for the honesty, because they've acknowledged that the game was trash. What it should be,
Bruv, AAA Copper, bruv, is absolute bad.
Is it going to be a free upgrade?
I think
it's just the same game. Like,
it's just the same game. It's just a complete overhaul. They're just overhauling it. So it's like they did Final Fantasy 14. They overhauled. That was another game that happened. No Man's Sky that happened to as well. It's just you've seen a lot of some of these games. They completely overhauled. They've done a complete botch up of it, and then they just had to overhaul. At least those two were doing much better than they were before. That's
Ken's favorite game. Remember, he said he plays No Man's Sky. He said after he's played for the launch of No Man's Sky and Anthem, he'll play anything. That's why he's buying football. A man with that level of confidence should never, ever, ever speak on games.
But I
don't know. Would you entertain getting it again?
If it's $5, I will. If it's $5, I will.
That's exactly what I said. If it's £5, yeah, why not?
Why not? I'm not paying like full like 30 quid whatever to the game again. No.
My thing is it going to launch on PS4 and then what?
That's what I want to know.
That's what I want to know as well. If they're gonna, because of the new next generation, I'm wondering if they're gonna be doing it for the next gen or just gonna keep it.
If they do it on next gen and they're gonna tell you to buy a new game, you can suck yourself through a bend.
Exactly that. I'm not buying that game way so long. I've had my fun.
I think if they make it a free upgrade, I think a lot of people will buy it.
Yeah. I think
actually no, it doesn't make a difference. It has to be.
They probably. I think they should. They can't recharge.
I think if, for example, the existing PS4 owners should get a free upgrade to the PS5 version. I think that should be the thing that's just standard.
Yeah, and I mean, we don't know when it's coming out.
No, nothing about it.
Yeah.
Hold on.
What?
So yeah, I think the final thing we need to discuss is, let's say, for example, you are a person who's new to video game consoles. You don't have a previous generation console at all. You don't have any favorite titles. You've never really been into gaming, but this is the generation you want to get into gaming. What console would you recommend
this is different.
to a new person without being as objective as possible? What console would you recommend between the Series X and the PS5?
If being objective possible, I would probably say the Series X because the catalogue of games you can get. Game Pass is an amazing proposition. You got EA Play included. You got a huge the backwards compatibility all the way back to the original Xbox. A lot of these games are also boosted to be played on the Xbox Series X. And what's the price like? What, 12, maybe about 14, 15 pound a month? With that huge amount of library of games accessible to you. Amazing proposition. I'd say just for how much and the amount of catalog games you can play on, I'd say the Xbox Series X if you've not played games before. You have so much option to go through what games you want to try, etc. I'd say the Series X, to be honest. My opinion, anyway.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Yeah, it's a tough one, given that scenario you said, because I think it depends on the type of game the person plays, if I'm being honest, because I think for first-party exclusives, you just can't top Sony's catalogue. And obviously, they've got backwards compatibility for the PS4, not for the PS3. Like, Xbox have gone all the way back, but that's still a huge library of games. You've got your Uncharted, your God of War, your SpiderMans. Those first-party games are just insanely good. But yeah, Game Pass is a game changer, honestly. Especially if you do it on, like, because they do it so you can get the console with it as well.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to pay any money up front.
And the thing as well, you know, it works out cheaper as well. If you basically keep Game Pass for 2 years, and then you buy the console outright, or you just do as the All Access, the Xbox All Access, including the Xbox Series X and Game Pass for 2 years. It works out a little bit cheaper actually doing the Xbox All Access. So exactly. Which is a bit of a mad. That is actually a mad deal. Thinking about
it's a crazy deal they're doing there, and it just shows the power of actually being like a company the size of Microsoft, because they've got the infrastructure to support that, whereas Sony are a bit schoolboyish, as we've seen, like with their launch. They're just not as professional at that level. But
if I'm being honest,
I'm still picking the PS5 though. I'm still picking.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because of the first party titles. I think if you're strictly a gamer and you want like all of the best games, you have to pick Sony console at the minute.
Do you think that the first party titles that have been announced currently and are, you know, foreshadowed to be announced, do you think that's enough to offset the amount of games you have access to with the Series X and the ease at which you have access to these games for a general consumer who has no allegiance to any of these companies?
I think so. I'll still say yes, you know, because like what a lot of people I think forget in these situations is backwards compatible is nice to have, but like going forward, most consumers don't use backwards compatible as much as buying new titles, right? They're gonna be buying the newest games, and obviously it still takes the win for me.
Yeah, I want to say something as well.
Yeah, if I'm being completely honest, I think it's a bit of it's kind of like an apples and oranges sort of argument. I feel like not really an apple orange. Actually, I'm not saying that's probably the worst term. I feel like it's kind of hard to compare because obviously Sony, like they know what they're there for. Like they're very much like kind of gaming. Like they're going for their gamer chic. Whereas Xbox said, right, we lost.
Did you just say gamer chic?
Gaming chic. Sorry, I'm not trying to drag Gamer Chic or anybody else that had ordered from Gamer Chic and told that they didn't get their thing. So that's you, man, innit? But like, I feel like Sony have said, like, look, we're going to appeal to the gamers, whereas Xbox said, let's hit everybody. Like, they've said mass market is what we're doing. And that's probably where they're going to, like, they might win. I feel like the first kind of wave of pre-orders will completely be wiped out. And so I reckon Sony will win that first set. In the long run, I don't know if Sony would win this console. And that's in my opinion. And I'll tell you why. Because currently, the exclusives, most of them aren't coming out until 21, 22. Xbox has there's a shitload of shitty games in the background that we can kind of give you. That if you want to play anything, you name a game, we probably have it in our catalogue. If you want to try it out, take it and go in it. Whereas Sony's like, look, man, we've got some great games from our award-winning games. We've got God of War, blah blah, from our PS collection. If you want to play anything before that, good luck. That's basically what they've said, innit? Sony backwards compatible with the PS4. But if you know the games that came out on the PS4 and they have the catalogue of games that are on there, you'd probably be okay with that. And like Timmy said, no one's really going back to play games on PS1, PS2, because you could probably buy the console itself cheaper. So I mean, it's a weird, it's kind of weird one, because are you looking for like a complete entertain everybody sort of device, in which case you're an Xbox, or if you're looking for like, I'm here to play games and enjoy my games and play exclusively good games, then. Because if we look at Xbox launch list, the Series X has some poor games.
They don't really have exclusives, to be fair.
Not anymore.
Not really anymore. I think they said they don't, because they don't really are bothered about exclusives. But then to be fair, they're probably going to have later on in the console life, they're going to have some major titles.
I mean, they've bought studios, haven't they?
Yeah, so they bought flipping ZeniMax. Yeah, so they're going to be coming hard.
Yeah,
let me pause. Yeah, pause. Sorry, that was a major pause.
But I mean, to wrap up, essentially, I don't think you'll really go wrong with either console. I think for the most part, most people tend to gravitate to what their friends have, which is the sad reality of things. but both consoles have great games. You're gonna have access to a great library either way. I mean, for me personally, I didn't really play any first-party titles. But it didn't really make a difference to me. I didn't have an interest. All the games I played, like, you know, Call of Duty, even Final Fantasy, which I barely played, FIFA, they're all multi-platform titles, isn't it? So for the most part, it's down to what games you play. If you're a third party, most of the games you play are third party, I'd say just get an Xbox.
Yeah. I think touching on your point there, like 100%, I would just say buy what your friends have. Like,
yeah, because you're going to be playing with them.
You're going to be playing games with your friends, most people anyway. Yeah.
You see that isolation?
Yeah, trust, especially in a pandemic. Like,
you
don't want to be in party chat on your ones.
It's true. Them ones just seeing bare top of you. You're looking out the window, you know that SpongeBob meme with Squidward, and you see SpongeBob and
all you got on your friends list is like your dad and Smarter Child.
Smarter Child.
Yeah,
but saying that, like, crossplay obviously is getting a bigger and bigger thing in all the studios are pushing for it now because they've seen success of it. So, yeah, exactly. So maybe it'll be less of a problem going forward, and everyone's basically playing like they're playing on PC and can talk to each other. Like in an ideal world, Just get both. Yeah. Some of us can't get a pre-order for one, but yeah, just get both. I'm still sorry.
I'm dead. Yeah. I'm dead. But yeah,
Timmy, where can we find your socials?
Oh yeah, so at Timzsta, Timzsta on Insta and Twitter.
Sweet. Yeah, well, I guess we've kind of come to a conclusion. Mario is still better than Ratchet and Clank, but there's an argument for another day.
It's not even an argument. We won't have it. You argue yourself. I'm not turning up.
Anyways, yeah, so that's the episode. Ponle, socials?
Follow our Pons on Twitter, Pons_on Insta.
Prime?
The Prime Tales on Twitter and on YouTube. Take up my recent review of Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Peace.
And follow me at Crinkstar on everything, and follow Forwards Academia. The episodes every Wednesday.
Yep. Follow us on Twitter, Twitch, and we got a Discord as well, and YouTube as well. This episode will be out on YouTube as well.
Yeah. Cool, guys.
Thank you very much for tuning in.
Peace
stay
out.
Stay safe, stay scheming, stay sure, stay prime.
Peace.